Sunday's tremendously busy. We're the first out of the trap at 7 o'clock. We've got to be there, we've got to be right.
There is a need for a tough Chancellor, and he's the man for that.
There needs to be a decommissioning of all of these weapons.
I would hesitate for an eternity before I came out and said, I will vote for a single currency.
We say good day to our new friends Ricky and Pete in 10 minutes, heading for the Australian and back in our film comedy after Granada News.
If you'd like to take the new 20-valve Audi A4 for a test drive, free phone 0800 99 8877.
Mr. Johnson! Mr. Johnson! Mr. Johnson.
Magic moments when too hard to carry.
At Iceland, Sara Lee double chocolate gatos are half price at $1.69. That means twice the excitement. If Mum's gone to Iceland, you've got a great deal on price.
New Revlon age-defying makeup is specially designed to float above fine lines. Skin appears younger, smoother.
Don't lie about your age. Defy it.
Revlon. If I'm cold, I'll turn up the heat. I don't care about global warming.
We should fit proper draft excluders.
Oh, don't start.
We're paying to heat this house twice. Once to heat the room and once to heat the draft. Look, we must fit draft excluders.
We could get a bigger can.
Cutting down drafts is just one way to save energy. For more, visit your local store.
It's a family affair.
We're saving for her future.
We've put money aside to feel secure.
I pay tax on my salary. I'm not paying it on my savings.
What?
No!
Like everyone else, we didn't want the taxman to get his hands on our savings.
So we put them into TSB where the taxman can't get at them.
Yes!
The new tax-free savings plan from TSB. We want you to say yes.
A super new ship, Irish Ferries, introducing our altogether better service to Ireland. Great value, more enjoyable than ever before. Ireland with Irish Ferries, because you'll enjoy Irish ways.
Starring Harry Connick Jr., the exploits of 10 brave young airmen.
So that's the crew of the Memphis Belle, huh? The nation is gonna fall in love with those boys.
In short, don't drool.
First crew in the 8th Air Force to complete their tour of duty.
We ain't going to crowd filler.
We're gonna lose the wing!
Fly the Memphis Belle, Wednesday at 8.
Reporting now with the latest Northwest news, we join Andrew Brittain.
Good evening. 2 police forces are trying to find a Cheshire teenager who vanished last weekend. Stephen Linford disappeared on his 18th birthday. Tim Wyatt reports.
Stephen Linford, the youngest of 10 children, had, according to his family and friends, no reason at all to suddenly vanish from his home in Ellesmere Port. When he disappeared last Saturday night, Stephen Linford had been out celebrating his 18th birthday with 4 friends. After drinking in a pub, they took a taxi to this nightclub in Bromborough. Then he suddenly vanished. Shortly before 2 o'clock, he was found wandering around this industrial estate next to the River Mersey. When challenged by a security guard, he ran off. No one has set eyes on him since. And such is the concern among Stephen's fellow pupils at Ellesmere Port Catholic High School that they're distributing special missing posters. His family, however, remain frantic.
It's been very traumatic for the whole family. None of us have had much sleep. We're not eating very well. We've all been out looking day and night, while the parents have been staying here waiting by the phone, frantically waiting for some information.
When he vanished, Stephen, whom everyone describes as a likeable, easygoing schoolboy, was wearing a blue zip-up jacket, black trousers and a blue and white checked shirt.
A 9-year-old boy has suffered 80% burns after being electrocuted at a Liverpool railway station. He's thought to have touched an overhead cable carrying 25,000 volts while playing near Edge Hill signal box. He's critically ill at Alder Hey Hospital. 20 people have appeared in court charged with serious drugs offences following a series of raids by Merseyside police early yesterday. The charges include supplying heroin and possessing cannabis. Andy Gill reports from Birkenhead.
The raids, in an operation codenamed Trojan 2, took place in the early morning yesterday at homes in various parts of Wirral and Liverpool. A house in Cambridge was also targeted. More than 200 officers took part. Police arrested 25 people. 5 have been released on police bail pending further inquiries. Detectives say the raids netted heroin worth £15,000 on the street. Police also recovered a loaded semi-automatic pistol, 13 machetes and thousands of pounds in cash. Today, 20 people appeared before Wirral magistrates at Birkenhead. All faced drugs charges, 9 were given bail. The specific charges against those who've appeared in court today include supplying heroin, conspiracy to supply heroin, possessing cannabis and possessing the tranquilizer temazepam. In most cases, the magistrates refused applications for bail and remanded the defendants in custody for up to a week.
A football fan has appeared in court charged with public order offences after an incident involving Manchester United's Eric Cantona. 24-year-old Matthew Simmons appeared at Croydon magistrates and was bailed after pleading not guilty. It follows an incident at a Crystal Palace match last month. Yesterday, Eric Cantona was jailed for 2 weeks but released on bail pending an appeal. A 15-year-old boy from Deeside who butted and kicked a younger boy is being sent on a martial arts training course to control his temper. Social workers believe the plan will teach him discipline and Mould Youth Court supports them. The 13-year-old victim suffered a broken nose. His parents say the plan is like sending an arsonist to learn how to make bombs. Lancaster University has discovered a new, very successful but radical source of funding. It's raised £35 million by playing the London stock market. The move, which could herald a new era in higher education funding, will provide cash for 450 new student places, a library extension and a graduate school. 18 other universities are now considering similar schemes. Some good news for motorists weary of looking for a parking space, despite what this sign in Manchester city centre says you can park here legally. The man who did was given a ticket, but he successfully appealed against his fine. Today, Manchester magistrates said that because the sign had a spelling mistake, the parking restriction wasn't enforceable. Football, Burnley lost 2-0 at Wolves tonight and stay second bottom of the First Division, but Widnes have climbed 4 places up Rugby League's Stones Bitter Championship after beating Hull 42-18. And that's the news tonight. We're back tomorrow afternoon at 1:05. Good night.
A cloudy night with a light rain or drizzle becoming widespread by dawn. It will, however, remain mild with temperatures no lower than 6 degrees centigrade. All parts will start cloudy with rain at times, but clearer dry weather will reach Lancashire by mid-morning and move slowly southwards with some sunshine expected in the north by lunchtime. All this clearer dry weather will continue to make progress southwards, with all parts becoming generally dry by the middle of the afternoon. Temperatures will reach a maximum of around 10 degrees centigrade. Well, Sunday will be cloudy with rain at times, although there will also be some sunshine. Monday and Tuesday will be cold with a little sleet or snow, but milder weather is expected to return by midweek, with Wednesday being mainly dry and fairly warm.
He didn't take a coat. He had no money. His dad's less than a mile away and he never got there. He hasn't been seen since last night.
I'm not going to tell you his name.
A young boy's sinister disappearance make emotions run high. But why is somebody trying to prevent the truth from being revealed? The odds are against Fitz in Cracker, the movie. Saturday at 9.
We hit the road with Ricky and Pete now in our Friday movie.